tapestry grand, unraveling mysteries hand in hand, sailing the waves beyond the stars they soar, forever seeking more and more. Explorers at heart with whimsy and glee, the Wanderpus crew set their spirits free, in pursuit of good with chaos untamed, to find a new place to make their names. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Luminaries' minds, curious and bright, they explore the unknown and seek the light. With every text and book unfurled, more is understood of this new world. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Seen God steadfast against the tide, protecting the land they stand with pride, rising up from the city walls, keeping the rest safe through it all. Mysticians with their gift for spell, in the threads of magic they weave and dwell, observing the universe's hidden seams, propelling the crew to their hopes and dreams. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first game of November. This little arc is called Building Steam. It's all about NPCs. And yeah, we're gonna have the Pawn Apprentices storyline happen next week. Very excited about that. But today's game is basically Krieg, Bobbert, and Reedy are being petitioned by NPCs. Before we get into that, we do have the new officer cards. They each have their own silly abilities on them. Like punishment is because that is literally what Akana said during one of the games, that somebody should do extra damage because they made a pun. So I was like, yes, absolutely. But yeah, trying to match flavor to the characters, and only one up at a time, and they last the whole game. And then with that, we'll introduce the players. This is a speakeasy, everybody. All right, let me get us. I don't know what's going on with the backgrounds. All right.
Ooh, fancy.
Okay, so we obviously have Krieg and Bobbert, played by Toast and Rob.
Hey.
And these are their three petitioners. We have Terp, played by Ro.
Hi.
We have Ether, played by Esme.
Hello.
What the hell happened to my list of NPCs? Then we have Kara, played by Ez.
Hey.
So, you guys are here to petition, and more people can be in this room technically, but this is the petitioners' hall. Not sure why you guys would be in here, but how dare you, Seth? he's clearly a turnip. All right, so like and you guys have traveled across, like, some of you have traveled further than others. Carta and Turp have traveled significantly further than Ether has to get to here. But you each have something you would like to present. Which one of you made it here first? Like, who's the head of the line?
It ain't me, my dude. I'm slinking back.
Nika's laugh was very funny. All the way across the Alpine was like, heh.
Well, clearly it's Ether and all of her excitement to share with Krieg all of the wonderful ideas that we have for our movies and shows.
Absolutely. So Reedy, who is sitting in between Krieg and Bobbert, is just like, "What? Hello there, Ether. Nice to see you." It's just like, and you have, and he like pulls up his like little clipboard. He's just like, "You're petitioning us for aid in moving, making, and distribution. Is this correct?
Yes, absolutely.
How could we help you?"
Well, first of all, as you know, we are well versed in the arts of theater.
Yes, we've all seen the
And-
commercial.
Great
And
commercial.
quite frankly, we would
That clam
love
was
to-
great.
Yes. And we would love to bring those arts to a much broader art audience. And we feel like you three would be the best ones to help us reach the people. Because we want to reach out and touch them, their spirits, their hearts, and just really connect with them and
Okay.
their wallets.
And then, if we're going to be helping you out, how are you helping us out?
First of all, you don't think we sell tickets for free, do you?
Of course not. That'd be dumb.
Well, there would be, of course, initial fees for, say, movie licensing in theaters for playing our films. For the majority of ticket sales, after, say, the initial cost of film production and, say, a 40% of the proceeds were returned to us, the rest of the profits would go to the theaters that purchased the rights to use our films. As for television shows, depending on the duration of the television show, say for instance, we have one show right now we've got fully fleshed out and ready to go. It's a 45-minute show. Slated, we've got between 7 to 14 seasons ready to go. Really depends on how we feel like stretching it out. Now it's 45 minutes per episode with 15 minutes of ad space. That's 15 minutes per episode of ad space that you can sell to other people. Do you know how much you could charge for premium ad space, Krieg? Darling, do you know
lot.
how much you could make?
So much.
And all you have to do is pay us for the rights to play the television show. And you could put that straight in people's homes. You could broadcast that straight to people.
What do you think, Bobbert?
I'm having a shrimp cocktail, just to make it perfectly clear. During
Absolutely.
this entire thing.
Just for my own edification, though, is the shrimp cocktail what we would call a shrimp cocktail, or is it booze and a bunch of shrimp?
Just a bunch of shrimp and a little booze.
Solid.
Mm-hmm. What's the time slot we're talking here? Is this like evening? Random
No.
slots?
This would be up to you. You buy You buy the rights to air the show from us. You choose when you air the show, which means you choose how much you charge for the ad time. And this is just like, say, one show. We'll have multiple shows for you.
Reedy's nodding along. He's just like, yeah, we can't cut into Patagon's time. He's too big of a star.
Yeah.
But just imagine the show we're talking about right now. This is a space odyssey. You have a small crew of aeronauts who travel beyond the moon to space to explore the galaxy at large, uncovering new worlds, new species, all the wonders of the stars. Who wouldn't love to see that? And think of the merchandise you could sell. With a small cut for us, of course. Just a small cut.
What's the percentage of your cut?
For the merchandise, just a measly 20%. For the show, 40. The ad space is all yours, though.
Oh yeah, I'm down. I think there's a steal.
Yeah, we can charge whatever we want for the ad space, and then the more people see it, the more people will want to sell their stuff on it, so we can charge even more if more people show interest.
The more money you make, the more money we make, the more people we can hire to write shows and movies, and the more we make, the more creativity flows out.
You see Reedy drawing like a little map, and he's clearly like drawing little towers and stuff, and he's just like, now Krieg, your friend, the moth friend, Vatna, was it? He was working on the towers. And he's just like, look here, and he shows you, like, if we place towers here and here on the folk song side, I believe we could even get up into Sonnery with this show. And I know, based on some strange reports we've had, that Sonnery also has similar technological levels as you, as we do with our televisions. Do you think that we could get the frequency to transmit there as well?
Or we could expand the frequency. We start off with the theaters, and then once they build traction, people hear about it, and people want to see it, and then we'd be like, hey, if you want to see this, let us build this tower, and you definitely can. Plus, it will look like good people doing it, and making money where no one's watching.
And with Holt's connections throughout the world, as we all know, Holt has no enemies, and if anybody makes an enemy of Holt, the entire world goes against them. We could probably get these towers built.
Do you mind if I make a suggestion?
I'm all ears. Mostly eyes. Some ears.
You could advertise the televisions and the television shows before the movie starts. Show them what they could have when they're already paying for something else.
We can double charge them for something they already have. Just unlock it for them, so they have to pay to unlock it.
Terp and Carter, you two are in this room hearing this conversation, for the record. Like, just so, I'm not asking for you guys to say anything, but just so we all know that this conversation is happening in front of other people.
To be fair, she's just talking about, like, giving them access to the television show.
Oh, absolutely.
Since we can't just, like, shove the broad, but also show them what they could have while they're paying to see the movies.
Reedy's just like, what if it interrupted the movie to show them another show? Just for a second, a little, like, snippets of another show to get them interested in that one, and then we go back to the movie. But only if they didn't pay enough to see it. Like, we have a discounted version of it.
But it's only selected time slots for the subscription.
Yeah, and if people want no ads, they can pay a little bit more to get a better time slot. I like this idea.
Solid. Reedy's just like, Ether, if you could stick around in town shortly. I would like to run some of this by Ceylon, and of course you know Cash. Yeah, of course you know Ceylon. And let's see what Patagon will have to say about this. If you could just stay in town shortly.
Of course. I would love to speak with Cash later. I have another role I think they would be great for.
I would absolutely love to see Cash in any and all of your roles. Can we have a movie that is just Cash?
Oh, I absolutely think we could work that out.
I'm thinking of what was that Eddie Murphy movie that wasn't
Coming to America.
Yes, it was 100% Coming to America, starring Cash. That is what I was thinking. I was actually thinking like The Clumps, was it? Like Meet the Clumps or something?
Nutty Professor.
Yes, it was the sequel to Nutty Professor.
Or Cash just plays every part.
Yeah, Cash just plays all of them.
Varying costumes. That sounds like a great
varying
idea.
costumes. Sometimes it's a fat suit, but sometimes it's a very, very skinny suit. Like, we force Cash to lose 30 pounds for the role.
Oh my god,
Like Christian
Bridget
Bale.
Jones's diary.
We just force Cash into a corset.
Cash, I
Again,
would like
like
to
tape
apologize
lens.
if this is part of the character. I'm not sorry. It's what Ether would do.
It's what Ether would do. Absolutely. And
Or we can add ankle bracelets so he doesn't blow away. It'll be great.
Oh, I thought you were saying add ankle bracelets so we could keep tabs on him.
I mean,
Also
I didn't want
that
to say
too.
that part out loud, so.
Weighted shoes so they can't flow away or run away. Right? Then Reedy's just like, and next on the list we have Terp, and it says you're from the farm?
That's right, I'm from the farm.
Excellent.
And,
How can the Silver Thimble help the farm?
some strange things have been going down. I know Hell's great at cleaning up whatever that giant robot fighting thing they did, but whatever that big farmer robot was doing messed with the soil. I don't think they could quite get it all out. Our cheese trees are now regular trees, so we can't harvest any cheese. All we get is wood.
I'm sorry, you did what to what now?
They
The
get
cheese
cheese
trees.
from trees.
You know, the bark's the rind.
That's the worst sentence I've ever heard in my life, and that's Reedy saying it. How can we help? Do you need botanists?
Why do you think they're called lumberjacks? They harvest cheddar jack cheese.
I'm sorry, out of character, real quick. Are you turning the farm into cheese farmers?
That's only one aspect.
Only one thing they sell. They sell so much more.
Yeah,
So
okay.
do you need a lumberjack, or do you need a botanist, or do you need a magic person, or what are you asking for?
Do you have a magic botanist?
We have a wolf botanist, I think.
Reedy just leans over real quick. It's just like, are you sure we can volunteer the Wander crew?
I wouldn't volunteer anyone without getting something for it.
Oh, solid. Reedy just like sits back up.
What would you want for your? What are you gonna do for us if we're able to help you out with your soil issue?
Well, I couldn't help but overhear you were talking about installing towers over in Folksong. If you just happen to have a location for a tower you want near my farm, I'd be willing to allow you to build it there.
For free.
Oh, if you
Minus
fix the
help, of
trees
course. Yeah, of course.
and the worms.
Worms?
Did I not mention the worms?
No, you have not mentioned the worms.
Yes. The worms we usually harvest for our steaks, they started growing bigger, and while that sounds like a good thing, we've noticed people that eat the steaks from these worms start to float in the sky for a day.
Okay, so remark it as a amusement ride instead of a food product.
Oh, I was thinking a weight loss drug.
Ooh, that could work. But
Fizzing lifting steaks is terrible, for the record.
if it's only temporary, then people would get mad at you for the weight loss part. So that's why I was saying ride.
I was more hoping you could perhaps help us figure out why they're growing bigger and maybe stop that. I'm assuming them being bigger is why people are floating.
Okay, if we do that, can we have some of the bigger worms so I can do my idea anyways? How about that? We'll help you out with the worms, and then you give us some of the worms. We'll help you out with the soil, and then you allow us to build a tower near your farm.
I got a better idea.
Okay.
How about if we build a tower, we take possession of the land that the tower is on, and we'll rent you the Wander crew to help out figuring out the tree and worm problem for just a small fee.
This is a great idea.
Reedy's just like, I didn't know we had. He's just like, okay, I guess, I suppose. It's like, yes, Terp, that appears to be our final offer. In exchange for land, nearby your farm, we will decide which part of the land we take. Correct, everyone? It should be up to us. And clearly, we have your best interests at heart in this.
Of course. Yes.
It's like we will place our tower in the prime location, both for studying your strange occurrences, as well as our distribution of the lovely Ether's new show about space. What was that called again, Ether? Just I didn't get the note. What was the title of the show?
A Space Odyssey.
A Space Odyssey. Is it odd with
Ottersea.
2D? Ottersea. Oh, I see what you did.
Which,
a great
because
otter
it's on the
track.
farm, will allow you the advertised version for free.
It's looking so generous, Bobbert. You guys get upgraded instantly.
With just minimal advertisements.
Good time slot, low advertisements.
We do also have 2 movies ready to go. If you would like to know those titles,
I
at
would
this
love to
point
know
as
the titles
well.
of it. He's like, Terp, if you could just take a step back. Ether, yeah, come right back up here. Thank you, Terp.
We have Finn's Akimbo.
So is this an adult film? I mean,
It's a no. It's a fast-paced action deathmatch movie. Explosions, high-speed chases, adrenaline, clams.
Are we sure?
I'm not
Wait, it's
thinking
just like-
clams when I hear fins, personally. But hey,
Rudy's looking at it, just like, have you cast anybody in the roles, in the like lead female roles? How large
No.
are they?
No, not yet. We haven't got to the casting yet. We were personally if you guys, we were waiting to hear back about your investments, and then we were going to look and see if you would like to assist in the casting. Obviously, you make sure they have the correct talent.
Reedy nods back and forth between Bobbert and Krieg. He's just like, this all sounds good. That sounds right for you, correct there, Terp? And he stamps the, like, decided that on the little contract that he was writing out. He's just like, just fill this out, sign here, Terp, as he slides it across the desk. We'll be in touch with the farm. It's like, this is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, guys. Looking back and forth between Krieg and Bobbert.
We haven't heard anything bad yet, so
Yeah, it's all going great.
Easy. Yeah.
And yes, surly woman in the back. Carter, it says here. How can the crew help you?
Not the crew, the city.
Oh, I'm sorry. How can the city, often by way of the crew, help you?
Now, see, it's funny you should ask me that, because, I had it in my head to come here and see if I could get to talk to the Wander crew about something pressing, something important. But I'm wondering now if I'm in the wrong spot, because all I see here is a bunch of wealth-hoarding bureaucrats pitching TV shows and making more exploitative bargains. I don't even know if I'm in the right place anymore.
There it is. I was wondering when that was going to happen.
Hey, it doesn't sound like you are. It's been real. Have a good day.
Bye.
All right, listen.
Okay, was that the last one, Reedy?
Oh my fucking god, guys.
What? Oh, you're still here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, listen here. Listen here just one damn second. I have traveled from so many sides away to get an audience here, and I was hoping I could to talk to the Wander crew. And if I have to go through you little dipshits, I will.
Well,
so you are gonna hear me out.
Okay.
Can I have another cocktail?
Of course.
I don't know. Joaquin's not here, so she can't get you one. You're gonna have to do it yourself.
Here's the story. I come from Alkali. Have you heard of it?
Maybe in passing, but I'm not sure.
We are one of the sides of this wide and wondrous world that all of you seem to be, traunting around and having a great time with your exploration, your exploits. We have heard on our side of Alkali tales of amazing deeds of the Wander crew. We've heard that they don't stand idly by when oppression is rearing its ugly head. They're not afraid to get involved in the name of justice. I'm here to see if that's true.
I think you're looking for either Leo or Seth. They're the most righteous.
Okay, well, hey,
Pretty
little
sure I
lizard
zoned
man.
out
Little,
on that
hey,
one.
yo,
What's your question?
little lizard man. Funny, fancy bird. Picture this. This is an entire side, Alkali. The skies are blotted out by a floating city. It's called Alto. There is a disgusting ruling class. They crush the people of Alkali under their boots. They starve us of our basic resources. This dreadnought of a city, this floating monstrosity, is so big it completely blackens the surface dwellers. They starve us of everything. We can't farm. We can't feed ourselves. We are subjugated by these bourgeoisie that live up on Alto. It is literally servitude. Now, we are trying to cause an upset here. We're not trying to bring any individual down here to live in the squalor that we live in, but we demand some rights. And we demand action. And we thought we might be able to enlist the aid of the Wander crew.
You
Now,
want
it
to
sounds
overrule
like-
the ruling class so that you're on equal terms based on what you're describing?
That's right. This is a revolution.
Who's the other party? Who's the oppressors?
The citizens of
people.
the floating city of Alto.
I think we need to get their side of the story on this one. I need to hear from Alto.
Man, I had such high hopes for you guys.
Can we get Leo in here? He's really good at the whole justice thing. Reedy,
Can you bring in a shrimp cocktail while he's at it?
he's on the way. He might as well, right?
Reedy
Right.
just picks up his phone and he's just like, yeah. I mean, you have a communicator too. I don't know why you're telling me to do this. Like, we're all equals here. And he's just like, hold on. What was Leo's number? It's like,
I think it was the opposite of mine. So I've got the 666 number, I think. So he's probably like the 7s, maybe.
Is 7 the opposite of 6? Reedy just look. He's like, I don't know a lot about you guys' numbers.
I read it in a book once. 6 comes from hell, 7 comes from heaven. So, yeah.
Out of character, I'm actually not sure what site this is. I was just told the name.
Alkali is 15.
15. Okay, got it. It's a good round number.
Good round number. 3 times 5.
All right, I get it. I can see that this is some sort of thing where you're gonna need a bit of tit for tat.
Yes.
We don't have much to offer, but let me pitch this to you. You will have the gratitude and the fealty of an entire. You will have the will of the people on your side. We have laborers, we have agricultural experts, we have tradesmen, we have warriors, we have.
So you're saying you want to be oppressed by us instead of by them, is what you're telling me right now.
Look, don't fuck with me, little man.
Hey, I'm over here on this seat. I'm nowhere near you, person.
How many are there of you?
Across
they're
the
the
whole
little
side,
people.
it's a meager living down on the surface. It's not. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a struggle, and
Do you think you guys could afford ad-free advertisement or ad-free subscriptions?
look, we don't have much. We have maybe, I'd say, last
Robert.
count, maybe 10,000 people that are still
Look at their
eking up.
clothes. I don't think they can afford shoes, let alone ad-free advertising.
Hmm.
Oh, hey, look, Leo, and your cocktail, Bobbert. There you go.
I was told to bring this. Here you go, I guess.
Oh, thank you. You are so kind.
See, the nicest one here.
Can your people work on a turnip farm for cheese?
Well,
No, they
Man,
pick their
man,
own
man,
farms
I don't
to work,
even
yeah.
I don't even understand the words coming out of your mouth sometimes.
Hey, Leo, we need
yeah.
you to speak justice to this person.
Peanut is also here now, for the record.
With a
hi,
smudging of
Peanut.
money in your talk.
all right. Who wished to speak to me in particular, if they don't mind?
My name is
Carter, I
Carta. Carta. I'm from Alkali.
There you go.
A pleasure to meet you, Carter. I'm Officer Leo 11. Is there anything I can do to assist you? It's interesting to be called.
You are an officer of the Wander Crew, aren't you?
Yes.
He's a
Yes, I am.
paladin.
What does the Wander Crew stand for?
Well, we are.
Well, it depends. Either 3 foot or 8 foot.
Creek, sir, please.
Sorry.
I see. I just got here, and it seems like tensions are a little high. Please tell me what seems to be wrong, and I'll see what we can do.
Look, hey, I apologize. I came off a little hot there. It's so hard over there. I let my temper get the best of me, and that's not how I wanted to, bring my case here. It's just things are so hard over on Alkali. We don't know where else to turn. We've been fighting this guerrilla fight to try to get some justice on for the people, and we just don't know what else to do.
Well, if you don't mind taking it from the top, and I can get the details, that might be able to help. I might be able to help you.
They they starve us of everything. They take away the sun itself. We can't even survive underneath the shadow of this city. We heard what you did in Obsidian. We just hoped that someone would be able to stand up for the people, for the little guy.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time we've helped. We've helped the public as best we can. And something tells me this might not be the last. So, if you don't mind, if you could come with me, we can go speak to some of the other officers, such as Peanut here, and some of the higher ups, such as Peanut here, and we could get the details squared away and see what we can do for sure. I'd rather not assume that we can unless we know the details. I would rather not say something that if I'm not sure we can actually pull it off first and foremost. I'd rather not say a lie, you know?
We know that you explore this world, that you expand your influence, that you visit all of the peoples.
Mm-hmm.
I guess all I can ask is that you come see the state of things. And I know that you'll make the right choice.
That I can definitely do. If anything, I will bring a couple of others with me to ensure a couple of different point of views to get the most we can do to see if we can help you out. And you said it was it was which section of the world? Just to make sure we get the right directions.
The 15th side, Alkali.
Alkali. Okay.
It's south 1 and then east 1.
Okay. So southeast. Okay. I'll make sure to record that, and I'll see who among my crew will be willing to volunteer to travel there. You'll have my assistance for sure, and with any luck, at least there will be a few more. I should be able to form a team to see.
See, I'm in your debt. I'm so grateful.
I like that word.
I'm embarrassed on how I acted in this council, but I just
it's quite all right, Carter. It's rest assured that we will assess the situation and hopefully be able to help you to the best of our ability.
I just couldn't help it because this little and she points over at Krieg. It's just all I see is that same ruling class from Alto in you, and I just
It's okay. I look up at people a lot only because I'm short. It's not because you're poor, it's because I'm short.
Me, it's because you're short and poor.
Peanut just
you.
looks back and forth between Bobbert and Krieg. It's just like, I do strongly believe democracy may have failed us.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're helping people, and the people asked us to help them. Democracy is not dead.
That's right, the will of the people.
The will of the people to make things.
Leo just lightly slaps his forehead.
Terp, have you signed that contract? Or are you reading it over, making changes?
I'm definitely reading it over.
It says basically you would literally have to give up a part of your farm if you want them to help you. Now, you do not need them to help you. You don't need it. It's just there is some weird shit going on there. And the farm will get weirder if we leave it alone. But, the Silver Thimble isn't going to help unless you let them build a tower on your land. Which sounds terrible. But at least it's not drilling oil. And we don't know that the crystals cause cancer or anything yet.
Maybe I should have sent this to the Adventurers Guild first.
Reedy's like, oh yeah, we're not on speaking terms with the Adventurers Guild. There was a incident. Which reminds me, Krieg, Bobbert, we have to have a discussion about whether or not we want to cut ties with the Wander Crew due to some of the activities recently. But we won't, not here, not in front of our new esteemed guests and Ether. You didn't hear any of that.
Of course not. Only the best foot forward for the people and things.
So yeah, that was the first scene of the Speakeasy. I think it ends with Leo and Peanut guiding Carta out of this room to actually talk to the Wander Crew. But yeah, what Carta says, like, there it is out on the line. Like, there's a floating city that covers the entire side of 15. Like the entire side of 15 is covered by a floating city of just like the oppressively rich. And we have seen part of their tower. And Carter, when you leave here as because I think here, let me show you guys where I think we all are right now. So all of this is getting filled with buildings right now. They are like massive amounts of construction. Reedy's base of operation is actually at the secret towers. So I think that's where we are right now, is at the secret towers, not directly in the center of the Silver Thimble. And like the Wander Crew is up here. So we're here having this discussion. So as Carta goes with Peanut and Leo, you are seeing the Silver Thimble proper. And it is prosperous, but exactly that, Nika. It is prosperous. It is like 1930s technology. It matches the technology of the city to a degree, although it's not as like ostentatious, I believe is the word I'm looking for. And like you go past the Fishtinger Industry, which is this giant factory, and you see one of the towers from that city, an ancient one, not like an ancient one that has fallen away that fell away forever ago. It's an entire like, it's a city district, like a whole like fucking bunch of city blocks that it just fell away from it, and they have reclaimed part of that city. They found it underwater, and like you see a bunch of people working on it. And Peanut's just like Peanut walked you this way. He's just like, is this from those people? We found it under the water in the Neverglades. You would know about the Neverglades. It's the western, directly the western side of you. Ether's moving. And I think I want to like cut that here, and I want to pick back up on this later on, like this part of it, because there's another group I want to have a conversation with inside that tower.
That's fine, but a lot of missed money opportunity right here.
Oh, you're gonna be fucking rich. Like you made a deal with Ether to just fucking like make a bunch of shows.
Plus, we have a quote-unquote in to go talk to the rich people flying about the city, so we might make more money over there.
That's true.
You two are the worst. You two are the villains.
Krieg and I will go speak to Alto while Leo goes.
Gotta get both
and
sides of the
talks
story
to
here.
the-
It can't be,
the minor people.
seen as favoring one side or the other. Democracy loses.
I think you guys are accidentally actually being cautious.
It's important to get both sides.
But hilarious.
Nothing to do with profit.
So, Terp, are you hanging out in the secret towers, or are you going to the Silver Thimble too? What are you doing, Terp?
More importantly, did you sign?
Perp has not signed yet. He's probably gonna try to find a
Sure.
bureaumancer to look at it.
Terp can be a bureaumancer. Terp can be the farm's bureaumancer.
Maybe that's why he was sent all along.
It would make sense. Like, it's not his farm, it's the farmer's farm. And we know the farmers, they're creepy. Yeah, I have to, like, tell everybody, you guys voted this man into office.
Hey, just because I changed as soon as I fixed everything doesn't mean I'm still not a good person.
Oh, Leo, you will bounce, but, like, on your way, like, are you asking Carter questions? Like, I realize you don't want to make any promises, but...
Yeah. But if any info he can get at the place would be helpful to determine it. So yes, he probably would be asking questions about Alto, the folks there. I know there's like, it's probably going to be like a certain opinion on it, depending, because considering their Carter's point of view. But any information is better than no information. Hopefully. So yeah, Leo would be asking questions and like writing it down to basically bring a report to the crew and see what they decide to do about it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Real quick, the reason that we don't go to that side very often, and like, I don't know if I explained this to Ez, and like, the city is a massive city on top of clouds, like in the sky, but underneath that, like, no light, like, sun doesn't get past that. Very, like, once in a while you'll get sunlight down there, but there's a constant storm. Like, almost like a hurricane on the entire side underneath this, the clouds. Never above the clouds. Above the clouds, it's always perfect weather. They don't have any problem. But, like, and, like, a couple months ago, they had a massive storm. Huge. Like, one of the worst the world has ever seen hit that side.
So
Had nothing to do with things being released, I'm sure.
So basically, what we would decide is like where they need help is it's probably exceedingly dangerous considering the storm, and I take it the towers to get it anywhere remotely close enough for like certain crew members to get through without worries with the communicators and all that. I'm guessing it's not easy to set up.
Leo, you don't have to give me a 20-sider. You don't have because it's you. Leo, you know that happenstance. Let me see if I can. Do I have the Neverglades map ready to go?
Buddy, the happenstance? The Beetle Boys? Hey!
Are you gonna say the lightning rod people?
Happenstance is right at the edge. They share. What's the word I'm looking for? Ancestry.
The elevator?
Oh, ancestry. Like, okay.
Like, there are definitely beetle people that live in Alkali.
Gotcha.
Here. So, we know for a fact that this right here, this is the storm. This is a storm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's coming out this side, and it doesn't get as bad over here, but you don't want to travel. Like, nobody in Happenstance wants to go east. They are terrified of east.
Fair.
Like, it's where their ancient people live. Like, they've oftentimes mentioned how salty it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But basically, their safest way.
Hence Carter's attitude.
Fair enough. So the safest way for the crew to get to that side to possibly help them would be through like happenstance stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That would, yeah. You would know that, Leo. You could figure that out by looking at the maps and stuff.
Do we have a tower here or nearby, or no?
We have not built a tower there yet, but I would say that you guys have full permission to. And like, we could montage that, I think, at some point.
Yeah, I feel like Leo would talk to them about the situation and the plight there, and if possible, to have a tower there so that the crew can actually go there with some level of security, traveling to that side to help them out if they can.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're down for it at some point this month, I think me and you should do a RP in the Discord about it.
Sounds good.
If we can't get it on screen.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Peanut is just like also documenting like while Leo is like asking the questions, Peanut is documenting like certain things that he may have heard about. Like he has definitely heard the name Alto before. And he's just like okay. And he's just like, and just my own question, just for my clarity here, Carter. Is your movement a violent movement, or is it a peaceful movement? And are you requesting aid to just remove one or two, or are you asking for like a full government upheaval? Just to be clear, what happened at Obsession, many of the crew do view as a mistake.
Not to mention some of the world.
I am not going to mince words here. We've had some run-ins. We have moved from... You gotta understand, we're the only time that we're ever pulled up there, and granted the trickle of resources that keep us barely alive is to go up and, clean their toilets and mind their cities just for limited periods of time until we're cast out. It's the only way that we can get a living scraped out under the face of that darkness and that storm. But yeah, no, the people have gotten frustrated. We've had some disobedience rise up into riots. It's things have gotten ugly. But really what we want is we just want justice and equality.
Peanut nods his head, and he's just like, he looks up, and I think this is where like the screen like fades to black. Is Peanut and like Carter and Leo like looking at this tower that's like currently parked next to the city, as you guys see the cannons along the sides of it, and all of the cannons face down. Like they're angled sometimes, but like they're angled all down. They do not have the functionality to even go like level. You know what I mean? They can only shoot down.
So riot control.
Yeah, basically. Or like anybody below the storm control. Like you flying up at us in a fucking vehicle, boom. That's what it looks like to you. Yeah, so that is that one.
Real quick,
Go ahead.
off the record, like...
Oh yeah,
can
you guys are
we-
just like hanging out.
Can we have, like, with that contract for the tower on the farm, not go into details of how big the tower is or how much land on the that the tower is on will have control of?
I would imagine it just says land, tower, and help.
Are you guys thinking about building the Eiffel Tower like around their fucking farm?
Of course not. We wouldn't want to get in the way of their farming. We would just take
Right.
probably half, maybe. I don't know.
Or
Thank you so
that-
much for coming in, Leo. That was so cool.
Thank you.
We're just trying to obfuscate all the details and only say what exactly is necessary to get
Yeah.
them to sign, and then we can change it later.
Yeah.
To be
and
like,
then-
hey, you already signed. Because you didn't
Yeah.
ask what big. It's
I
not
feel
our...
like a bureaumancer is not going to fall for that.
Well, it depends on how good our bureaumancer is.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to have a Bureaumancer fight. Who's you guys' Bureaumancer? Who do you guys like?
We need some heavy rolls going on.
Yeah, right? It's just like, I'll fucking... Who did you get to agree to this?
I mean, I'm biased towards Isaac, mainly because I can bully him to do things for me.
That's fair. Isaac does work for you. Alright. Are you guys in the roll 20?
I am.
I am.
I am not.
So if I could just get Terp to roll against both Bobbert and Krieg.
Just a 20-sider?
Yeah, just one 20-sider each. Oh my god. Bobber.
Oh!
Bobber, you snuck it in there. What did you sneak into the contract?
Uh,
Oh, that's a full failure, bro. That's a
Like-
full
Size of
failure,
our
Terp.
choosing.
I want like an undisclosed amount of land is owned around the tower.
Undisclosed amount of land is owned around the tower, okay. And, okay, Krieg, you also get something, but it's gonna cost you more. Like, you've got to give something up. Or, like, you've got to pay for it, at least.
Okay. Instead of cheaping out on materials, we go all in on materials because Isaac was like, you know what? If we're screwing them on the land, we might as well help them out with good materials. But he didn't tell me he was doing that. He just said, "Got it," and then I read it after the fact.
Absolutely. I look forward to this well-made tower that takes over the farm. The farm is scary as shit, guys. What are you doing?
Pop it. That's what we're doing.
Do I have Sonnery map?
All I hear is
This is going to be a
land to
monkey's paw
develop.
situation for all parties.
Look at this farm. Look at how close this to the river Styx.
I mean, it's great location. We can make money off it, and I'm not seeing a downside other than our
property
tower won't
development.
break, so we don't have to fix it.
It won't. It will not be breaking anytime soon. Quality materials.
That way, they can't get mad at us for something breaking on their farm because we're gonna fix it and own it.
It's like I got the worst news for Vatna. It's just like, yeah, Krieg and Bobber decided where we're building some of these towers.
Could we help move the people under Alto over to this farm to maybe help?
The people of Alto want their land. And you guys,
No,
okay,
No,
okay,
like
we
that,
can get.
that snotty
They
woman.
said they'd
there
work
with
for
the
us
prison
if we
earlier.
helped them. They didn't say where they'd work for us.
Wow. This is the worst game.
To clarify the record, I'm not in the room, but just to clarify the record, she said you would have the gratitude of a people. That does not mean we're about to become slaves of somebody else.
Well, you said the
Slaves
gratitude,
is a
and you
strong word.
explained what you would do for us by saying you have workers, you have warriors, you have farmers.
You just work off your debt.
You are in debt to us, so
That's not slavery.
that's not slavery. That's just working a job.
Indenturitude.
Yeah, it's totally different. You can get out any time. Just pay for it.
We have voted in the wrong leaders. We have made a mistake, everybody.
Don't worry, Joaquin got some checks and balances in there, so I'll be gone in like 4 years if I can't overturn it.
I want to like not a canon event, but like a joke reel where like Joaquin gets wind of this, and then it's just like free elections were a mistake.
Absolutely. I'm also like, Peanut is right there, like trying so hard not to smoke a cigarette. He's just got his fucking glass of scotch. He's just like, oh my god. Peanut has become a heavy drinker in the last month, guys. Okay.
It's just like an after credit scene, and there's just like the black screen and the text, and just like no one knows what happened, but Krieg mysteriously disappeared, and for some reason Laura wasn't at dinner one night with the crew.
So terrifying. All right. So thank you guys all so much. I need to keep Krieg and I need to keep Ether. Then I need to get Cash, Patagon, and Ceylon into this call. And then we will move on to the next thing. That scene ran a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. Not wanted it to, because it was hilarious. And then I have another scene with Carter planned out later on. Thank you so much, Rob, for showing up and playing. So silly. Now we got a penguin. Excellent. What happened here? I thought I had everybody's tokens.
Like
Okay.
Ash knew I was talking about them.
This is probably the next day. And it is... You guys, I think, in my head, this is a pitch meeting of what the future shows are going to be. Like, what TV networks are going to look like in this world. Is what I think this pitch meeting is. Unless you guys want to just pitch other things. But, you three are 4, 5, are in charge of what we play on the TV. What do we play on the TV, guys?
Well, first and foremost, we have to have Patagon's show, because that's just top tier all around.
I'm flattered, and I do approve.
Plus,
You earned
that
it.
makes us the most money, so we can't get rid of that one.
So we build everything around Patagon's show.
Well, if we have too much of one thing, people will get bored. So we need his show, we've got the Otter show, and then we need some more stuff that will diversify so that they can get a little bit of something different.
Okay, but hear me out. What if Patagon, you wake up in the morning with Patagon. At your lunch break, there's Patagon. You're after work, there's Patagon. Oh, and who's gonna read you a little bedtime story? Patagon. So he has segments throughout the entire what's it called? The listing.
Broadcast day.
Yeah, the schedule. Yeah. And so that way,
Instead of one long show of Patagon, we have many shows of Patagon.
exactly. So you have to always be watching because you never know what's about to happen. Because Patagon might appear in an actual show. The main content might appear in a commercial, might appear, but you know for sure you're gonna wake up with him. You're gonna have like mid work. You're gonna get out. It's just at the highlights of your day. There he is. Always.
Plus, if we make some of them free and some of them behind a paywall, you're going to get him regardless. But if you want the whole thing, you're going to have to pay for it.
I think you'll get the 4 main ones for free, but understanding like all the jokes and the things that he will, you come back into lunch and be like, wow, that was a doozy, but you missed it because you're only on free. You're not on the premium. Then I could see that as like, oh, well, what else did he do? But also, what else did him and his friends do? His guests, his other things. So he's the host, which also means that he doesn't have to appear. And then now his schedule isn't as crammed all the time. And so we can have some pre-recorded
scurrying
segments.
around busy. He's kind of free to do what he needs to. So we're not taking up all his time.
Exactly. Because we have, so this is a production schedule, but tower production and like communication side, we are slammed. Like there is so much work for us to do. And like, I know we got all our like production systems and
if we have him pre-record it, he doesn't have to be at the time of the showing, so we can just do it all in one day, and then you can have him for the rest of it.
Exactly. And some of the segments could be cool because they could be on site. And so that way, if he's out on a mission and he has to do like a quick segment or so, especially if we're doing new towers, that's part of it. Because like, I mean, Pata, you're one of the best guys we got. You know that. I know that. We all know that. And like,
Sure.
we got so many towers to build. If we're gonna expand, who else do you need on your team? What else do you need? Not just as a host, but also like I guess like sidebar. This is our one-on-one like manager to employee, and just like, so your development plan. What are you looking for in your career?
I will say, while they're having this wonderful conversation, Catch is trying to get a word in.
I do think we should add a cooking segment as long as a medical drama, maybe.
Medical drama, schlock, please don't make me do that.
I think, well, Cash, you're already going to be in that other show we've got planned for you. So you can't do the medical drama, but you're already slated to do something else.
See,
so
unless I've signed a contract, I don't know what show you're talking about because I will not sign a contract.
Ether is the one that had the idea for it, so you'll have to discuss it with them. I I will be at your house later to talk to Jellybean about her cooking show, so don't worry about that.
Oh, Lord. I was going to suggest to also manage so we don't have what sounds like a rather long broadcast day, maybe ending out with some music at 12. Maybe asking what's their name? 2 vampires and a goth girl to play us out and play us in the morning.
Ooh, I'm sure I could get Akana to help me out with that. That'd be great.
Ooh.
They did want to go on tour soon, so we get them in soon. People will know about them as well, so that could work out.
And we can just pipe what we're doing on the radio into there. But that's where you go see the music videos. And do we want that paid? So you can listen for free on the radio, but if you wanted to watch the music videos,
That's a
otherwise
great idea.
we just have our theme song in the background on loop.
I'm sure if we had the theme song playing on loop, that will get stuck. That'll become one hell of an earworm.
Hey. And if you want to get that worm out, you're going to have to finance our productions because viewers like you make this possible through rigorous support and financing.
You're helping us. We're not charging you. You're just helping us.
You're helping us help you. The communities. Yes. Okay. These are great ideas. What, Pata, what else are you thinking?
Well, I like the idea of the pre-recorded because the live schedule is becoming a bit much with everything else we're going to be doing. I mean, I just don't want to lose sight on the fact that I started the show to really help the community and do connections. So I mean, business-wise, I'm kind of leaving that idea up to you. But so long as we can still, help those pieces out,
help everybody out, and then profit.
Then I think,
yeah, totally.
Definitely, I do like the idea of the pre-recorded segments, just because production schedule, like you're saying, is a much.
Do you need a producer? Like you're doing all of the work for your show yourself, I'm assuming? Like that's a lot on your shoulders.
Get an Otter to help you out if Ether would be happy to lend one. He can be your producer, right, Ether?
Oh, absolutely.
May I also include an assistant? I think Pata is at the level of celebrity that a personal assistant. Yes.
I'll take all the assistance I can get.
Oh, you deserve it. You've been killing it, bud. Just job well done. Job well done. Well deserved.
What about like a game show or something?
Also, yes, Ceylon, dear, have you considered game shows, reality game shows?
Reality game
stars, or you could get crew members. You could do pre-recorded, like little short reality game shows. Have those pre-recorded. Remind the people that the crew are also just people as well, while you're out doing your wonderful deeds.
But also better than them.
That you're just people.
But also not people.
But better.
But people.
But better.
People.
For the people. Okay. Game shows. What is the realness? How does it become real?
Well, if we just pop up randomly and start filming, that's how you get the real stuff. Don't tell them anything. Just show up. Boom. Record a couple minutes and then pop away. That way they don't have any chance to.
Tech again? Have we cracked that?
You get a group of them. You put them together in a studio. You make them play a bunch of silly little games, all for the entertainment of the audience. You pre-record it.
I've heard about that somewhere. It's like you put them in a room and give them tasks to do, and then if they don't do the task in time, they're.
Are you pitching Squid Games?
Then you raise the heat in the room,
I was
and then they're
pitching
sweating.
escape rooms, but
this can only go so well.
Oh no!
You can call them shark games instead of squid games.
They're like silly tests of their skills.
Shrimp games, actually. Leo's right. Shrimp games.
Shrimp games. That's great. We'll also scatter segments of those all throughout the programming, and then that way you can see slowly but surely all day. You should stay tuned to see who sweats it out the most and doesn't make it. Yeah, that's
great.
great.
Make them eat weird stuff too, occasionally.
Make them wear silly costumes.
Ooh, well, we have enough, don't you?
On both the medical and bureau level, you're gonna have to figure out how waivers work, because I don't think the crew is going to willingly do that, even though they do much worse
I'm
on a
sure
daily
some will.
basis.
Yeah, just the next team meeting we have, we just slip in a little paperwork saying, "Hey, I need you all to sign this, because we've been having too many workplace accidents. So Peanut wants this new waiver to come in."
Oh my god. Safety, like shrimp safety. Like it's the safety training, but the safety training escape room simulators are broadcasted. Yes. Yes.
Creed.
Absolutely.
Safety
Oh,
first.
it's perfect.
Safety
I mean
first.
this
something
in
we're
the I
required to
mean this
do.
in the nicest way possible. How in the hell did you get elected?
I am not at liberty to say, as I've been told by my lawyer. Please,
By the people.
next topic.
For the people.
Just gonna bring up the fact that the crew does watch our own channels. They will find out about what you're doing, so I'm just gonna put
But
it out there.
That's the
After
fun.
they've already signed, they can do whatever they want.
We
but-
have the release
Okay,
forms.
okay, but if we give them prizes for winning,
Ooh, yes.
if we give them
Like
little
small
prizes
stuffed
for winning,
toys or something.
yes, we increase their competitive spirit, make them
I know.
want to compete.
That's enough,
If we
honestly.
give out a Patagon plushie, everybody wants one of those.
Oh.
I mean, I want one
Wouldn't
of those.
want I want a Patagon plushie. I would
See?
compete for a Patagon plushie.
Who
Then
wouldn't
what are we gonna
compete
give
for a
them?
Patagon plushie?
But at the end of the year, that's what we were going to give everybody on the crew. You're suggesting don't and make them fight for it. Into
We
it.
can come
Okay,
up with
yeah.
a new item for the end of the year. It'll be great.
It'll be a mug. It'll just be like a stress ball.
World's best crew, and then underneath have their name written on it in Sharpie.
One with two of them are crossed out. Like it's clearly rubbed off the other name.
It's
We
just
did it when we were really tired and drunk, so sometimes he got the wrong name, so I just had to write it out.
Cassius has his hands in his head in his hands.
I'm just picturing you
Pastor
guys keep
Apollo.
stealing the same mug and crossing out whoever won's name and just putting.
I mean, it's like the Stanley Cup at that point.
Is that how they
What?
do the
I
Stanley
know.
I feel like honestly, the
It
crew
is
would
huge.
fight harder for the
Don't
same
force.
mug.
Plus, hear me out. If people don't like me, we just give them those stress toys. I think the last one got eaten by someone, so we make more of those as like
Well, it's
participation
Patagons.
trophies, right?
And when you squeeze them, his
So
eyes
even if
pop
they
out.
participate, they still feel like they win. Just
Yeah.
they don't.
That's good. That's great. That's
Absolutely.
2 birds, 1 scone. Right there. We get to
Who's
do safety
throwing
training.
scones?
That's a cooking
am.
show.
That's it. That's a
Two birds, one scone is the best cooking show. It's fucking hell.
Oh no.
It's just Patagon and Ceylon fucking like baking.
Shrimp
And then we
face.
have a segment for Jelly Bean and his name escapes me. What is it? What's your brother's name again? God, why is it gone?
Clementine.
Clem. There you go.
Clem
Couldn't
Bacon.
remember that for the life of me.
Nameless definitely bakes. I feel like Nameless is the guest star that like once a week you don't know when they're gonna like pop into the kitchen, but like
That's
Oh,
actually
yes.
exactly how I play with Rob. This is like I have no idea.
so him. And he like ruins everything that we're doing that day. That's great. Absolutely.
Akan, if you want to jump in for contract speech, you're absolutely more than welcome to. I meant to say it forever ago, but I got lost in the talking.
We all got lost in the sauce.
Oh. Perfect. I'm glad you're here.
But that's what this is all salad all the way down. That's what I want.
Literally. Nothing.
Don't worry,
nothing
Clem.
is
We just
salad
want
here.
to make sure you're not on the same episode as Nameless, because we want yours to shine. Don't worry.
I have to be clear about Juris. As much as we are going to see Juris in the future, Juris right now cannot represent the Wander Crew because the Wander Crew is currently being sued by Folksong, by Yoke, because you guys straight up stole shit from them.
Hey, I've done nothing to focus on, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Those people over there, yes. Me, I'm perfectly fine.
Is it bad to say about time, I guess.
It's like you guys.
Connor, nice of you to join us.
I kind of heard contracts and like. Did one of you call about
Here's the
the
thing.
like the opening song thing? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I only play a manager on TV.
Apparently,
You
I also
got
play a
this. You've
doctor
played
on
it before.
TV.
That means
Didn't everyone
You
see
can
me
do it.
fudge my way through these contract talks? I'm happy it worked out for the band because they're awesome, but I don't know.
Hmm.
I have a
don't
lot of
worry.
pause
We've
about
got
what's being talked
Pyromancer
about.
right here as I pat Cash on the shoulder. See, everything's fine.
Did you get the new
Mhm.
speakers that Karam was making for you? It's gonna make it easier to tour, no doubt.
Oh
Loud,
yeah, for
big
sure.
sound, big bass.
So we were thinking that we
The
could get
biggest bass.
your band to play us in and out, so like opening and closing. What do you think?
Would it be live, or could they make a recording?
Yeah.
I don't see why that can't make a recording.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll like shoot
Have them
different videos and different things and
Oh,
stuff
we
them
have
up in,
plenty of
and then just-
coverage from all of the places they've already been. So yeah, that's doable.
Oh, like a making of the band.
behind the
type
scenes.
of
People always
behind
love
the
behind the scenes.
Oh yeah,
Scenes.
BTS all the way.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying to make a VH1 behind the music joke. There's one here, but what is it?
Oh shoot, I had one. Nope. it's gone.
If we put it on an outdated mode of entertainment, people can get them as collectors, but they'll deteriorate faster, so people won't have to be careful.
Outdated?
I'm 90% sure you're the devil.
Yeah, for sure.
I really like the idea that we'll get these like on the communicators, you can get this little bitty chip and it'll only play 30 seconds of the song.
Ringtones. It's ringtones.
You can't make chip tunes. You
It's-
can't. You
Yeah,
cannot.
we definitely are. We are. We're making chip tunes.
What was it? Hit
We're
clips.
gonna sell
it was called
those.
hit clips or something.
Yeah.
Right.
gonna
Like,
sell-
If we
We're gonna sell the shit out
We
of
could
it.
call it like behind the music because it's when they started and they're making music.
Behind the beats.
What do you think?
Beats. Wait, what's your band name again?
2 vampires and a goth girl?
3 vampires and a goth girl.
3.
So good.
My bad.
Yeah,
He was
I
on
had
the
to go
fence
back
about being
and
a
rename the
vampire.
playlist.
He was on the list about being a vampire.
programming? Sorry.
Like,
The
No, you're
titles
good.
of our programming are all going to include like 3 like vampires and a goth girl, like 2 birds, 1 scone. Like they're all going to include numbers. Like it just tells you what it is. You're about to see 4 this and 2 of these and 3 of... That's brilliant. That's cohesive. Good job, y'all.
Ether,
Crack
Plus,
this.
if you
get
could pitch me, sorry, real quick. Ether, if
No,
you
you're
could
fine.
pitch me a reality show that is people following around 3 vampires and a goth girl, what would it be? Would it be like a day in the life, or are we looking for like a Rock of Love situation?
Mm-mm. That's not their vibe.
Not their vibe. Okay. So they're not out there looking for love. What are we looking for? What's the
They
hook?
just want to tour. They just want to, be out there
I
traveling.
think the people would be fascinated with just the day in the life. We follow them as they tour. Just day to day, as they tour. Let people see behind the scenes. The people are already fascinated by them on the stage, by their music. So let them see them as they are.
Yeah, I like
Let
that.
the fans see them.
Like documentary style or like live follow like boy band vibe? What are we like what
we could do both.
personal
Yeah, it could be a mix of both.
Do the live follow up, and then after you've gotten a couple tours down, re-release it as a documentary, and then just move the clips around.
Exactly, Krieg. Exactly.
Who is doing our post production? Who are our editors? Like that's going to be in Holt.
It's where I was assuming, since the otters do.
They
Yes,
have
of
the
course,
Holt
they
have
have.
sets For sure. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, you tell me what they have.
We have our people. We have our editors. How do you think we go over movies and TV shows? We have our editors.
Yeah,
of
me and
course.
Cylon did a great time that first time. We showed off how to do it so they didn't have to call us all the time. So they learned from the best.
But we could probably send over, like, I want to make sure we have, like, when it's editing time, like, we'll be there on the editing floor to make sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be fun. You think King Reedy will, like, enjoy a little edit, like a sesh doing that?
Oh, 100%. He loved it the first time.
100%.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? He's got a knack for it.
Oh
He
my
really-
god.
he
A
understands.
reality show starring Reedy when it's just like the
No.
Wander, like it's got like multiple members of the Wander crew in it, and it's hunting for love as you
Yes.
guys are all
Oh.
searching
Yeah.
the woods looking for Sabbatha.
Oh, no.
But it needs a number. Fuck.
Oh, shit. Well, he's got how many
Oh.
eyes? 6 eyes?
20
eyes.
sides.
6 eyes.
20 sides.
Would that be on
Ooh.
mainline television or on some kind of sporting show television?
That's hilarious.
I think they want the love angle, so more like lifestyle.
Lifestyle, yeah.
But we
This-
have to do a renovation show too.
Oh, we can get
Renovation
What
is
was it called?
easy. I've already seen all of the renovation you're doing here. Especially with that newfangled floating tower you
Ooh.
guys are renovating.
Seth has a great idea. Expensive tree houses. Or like tiny house nation.
Like
There we
mega
go.
and mini structures. Kinda.
So if it
So
helps
good.
the community be able to get some new housing, we definitely
Oh, we
go
could
that
get
angle.
Stokey to host that. He's got great energy.
Swamp
yeah.
Hunters.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't see this coming at the when we started this game like a couple years back. I never saw we're gonna end this game. Turns out by turning everybody into reality stars, and instead of playing adventures, we are just gonna film shows.
This has
I
been
didn't see
my
that coming.
and
No, that's just
This
her
has
side
been-
gig.
all I have been working for. Like, this is why we're building towers. It's all about connecting people and like truly harmonizing. Because like at work, at the watering hole, you're gonna be like, oh, did you see that ludicrous display last night? It's us, baby. That's right, got you. I'm in your
Hold
mouth.
on, I got the ringtone.
Let's go.
I got the ringtone right here.
We have
Well, we
have
could
a
have-
fantasy show called Found instead. You know, it's just a bunch of otters finding things in the water.
Okay, but like, yes.
Ugh. Or like metal
It's-
detectors on the beach.
It's
Can we
that, and
give-
it's fucking like magnet fishing and shit like that.
Pawn- We need pawn stars
Oh, Pawn
Pawn
Stars
Stars.
with the pawn.
with Bammon.
Fuck.
And with the pawns, but with Bammon too.
Bam. Yeah. We can give Seth a proselyting hour.
Aw,
Okay, this is what
You can't-
speakeasies are gonna become, everybody. Get your fucking show
No.
ready for me. Rehearse it with the people, and then I'm gonna call you guys in, and you're gonna put on a little show, and that's gonna be it.
We give
15-minute shows.
Prawn stars. Oh no.
Prawn Stars is too
Oh,
good
no,
too.
That's happening. That's happening.
Bruh.
Well, we can get a dancing show as well.
Gotta.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be.
Okay, but what is the Poker Stars poker tournaments up in Consonant called?
Hmm.
Yeah, it turns out we get to the end of this one, none of the season even happened. It was all just on TV.
Oh reality.
It
Oh
all
no!
All just
Oh,
fades
no.
to
Doing a
black.
Mario 2 for everything with stage play.
I missed that.
And
What was that?
Twilight movie. The whole thing was a dream.
Ugh. But also,
Inception.
Or do it
Can
like
we
the
make-
Sopranos.
Ugh.
that was terrible.
Did you say Sopranos?
Sub.
Yes. The,
I'm
like,
still trying to think of a pun for consonant.
Sopranos. That's it.
Sopranos is really good. Nickel, that is the one that Nickel stars in, though. Like,
Mhm. Oh man.
Nickel. That's
You're gonna be
basically
banned for
Tony
coming up with
Soprano,
ideas.
but like, what if Tony Soprano was a fucking devil ray?
That's great, y'all. Yeah, yeah.
Oh God.
I can see our production schedule. It's really lining up. I think we've got real good diversity. I think we're gonna hit the folks in like the central Neverglades, and I think we're gonna have a lot of really good broad content that's gonna really resonate with the folks in folk song. Like, yeah, this is all right, so your people, our people, and like looking at Ether, and we'll get our schedules lined up. I think everyone in this room should get assistance, and we can pay all of that through our advertisement dollars. So I think the next meeting we should all come back with each of us,
Plus,
all of us get like
we can rent
bring in
out these
2.
ideas to other people.
Oh yeah.
Listen.
Yep.
Mhm.
Just claim the rights on them and have them do all the work for it.
So we
That's
shop.
perfect. I love it.
Yeah, shop the opportunity for them. Oh, we have a beautiful opportunity for you to
It's like here,
produce.
I see that you want to do this type of show. If you use our base, you only have to pay a small fee to use the base, and you can build on top of it. Meaning we'll keep everything you just made, but you can feel like you're at a part in it.
What is the NBC tower called?
Rockefeller Center?
I was gonna say our version would be called Penguin Tower.
I do like the ring of that.
What's the TV show? The Tina Fey TV show?
30 Rock?
30 Rock?
30 Rock.
30 Rock. That's the right. That's the name of the building of.
Oh, D20 Rock.
Yeah.
D20 Rock. God damn it!
That's good. That's
We're
good.
good at this.
That's where we're. That's great.
I
I think
can't.
that's.
D20 Rock Studios. And Rock because goth, 3 vampires and a goth girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's so good.
finger guns. You got this. Nice.
I'm down for a D20 Rock like show. One, because personally, out of character, that's one of my favorite shows. Just how they set everything up, anyways.
We have Midnight Star in a show that's all about hunting, and then one of the characters makes a questionable statement, and then we have to get rid of them.
Sorry, what?
We create our own drama, like fabricate our own canceling. Yes.
Are you
Yes.
still trying to make Shrimp
mean-
Game happen?
No.
Brilliant. Brilliant. How many patsies do we know?
Oh my god.
Hey,
Yes.
just a fun question that I feel like is a necessary question in this particular situation for Ether. How union-y are we?
That's a good question.
It's a very good question.
Because I feel like Holt's probably pretty union-y.
Oh, Halt is. Oh, we absolutely feel like all of our workers, all of our editors, all of our actors, all of our directors, all of our producers, we're all paid fairly. Everyone gets their fair share.
Holt is paired fairly. What about everybody else?
I think 20 Rock, what we want is
20 Rock.
excellence. And we want, superiority, dominance on the airwaves. So like,
it is the superiority day.
truly. And so we're going out there, we're the poachers of amazing, great talent. So the stronger our union and the stronger the relationship of producers to to production. Yeah, no, we're just gonna be.
I want to sign on with us instead of other people.
Absolutely. And so once we get the majority of the market share, which again, we're making the towers, baby. We have vertical integration. Our towers go up, up, up. So it's all coming together.
You are all the devil.
I've been waiting.
I like this, and then we can make it so they can't leave unless they pay us a ton of
together.
money. That's a great idea.
We're doing it. Finally, I'm just subscribe for 62 months. Y'all should subscribe to the channel. Like,
Hidden
it has
fees.
been 62 months long putting this together. We are, no. The union
Here's
is.
all the good things if you sign with us, but if you leave,
Yeah.
here's all the bad things that'll happen.
Oh
Cash
no.
is just like
Oh,
side-eye
non-compete.
Patagon, like, this has gone away.
However
You
long
can end it
you
there
work
where
with
we're just
us.
talking back and forth about different things.
I'm
if you
just
want.
the talent here. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said,
Don't snub
Uh,
yourself. You're the talent with a capital T, baby.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. What else
See,
do you need?
Focus on
was
that
going
talent, leave the
to-
business to me, we'll be fine.
Just so
See,
you
I
guys
was
all know.
going to pass something on, but it seems like it's better to save it for another day when all this isn't in its painful infancy.
Cash,
Great.
quick
Oh,
question.
go ahead.
I'm thinking a bodice ripper show kind of thing. You know, like Bridgerton is like, oh, Regency and everything. But it's like is it a clam shucker? Was that kind of
I'm
like
so
that show?
down.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
All right,
Mhm.
perfect. I think
After
I think
dark.
perfection for it. Mm-hmm.
It has to be said.
I'd have to read the contract. I'm not saying anything.
How to
at
read the
this
script? You're
point.
going to be a strong independent
And
female.
your clam seed. You're the talent, baby.
Just looking into.
Oh yeah, we've got to get something for that adult crowd that's gonna be up past midnight.
God, still.
Yeah.
Well, like past midnight on the main show, like main channel for sure. Gonna have The Rock, but like, yeah, what's like our adults?
Rock after dark. It's too much.
That's great. This is gonna be great.
So
We
real
can get
quick,
forward to it.
this scene was hilarious, and I love it. I made a card
Oh my
that's
god.
called D20 Rock, and that's going to be a game where we are literally making one of these shows. Like whoever gets that card gets to cast it however they want.
Oh my
And like,
God.
don't worry about just casting 4 people for a party. Cast the whole fucking thing. Tell me what your show is. Let's play that show. That's what that card is. If we don't get it,
Good lord.
if that card doesn't get gotten this season, that's fine. But like, we'll play it next season also. But like, that is the plan. I want to see either one of these shows or any other show.
Okay, question.
yeah.
Quest abilities and roles could be integrated.
They don't have
Somehow.
to be. Like, if you
What
want
could
to.
they
If
be?
you, yeah. If it's a reality show, absolutely. But if it's a scripted show, we know how it happens. Unless we want it to be a scripted show that
Ooh.
only has enough film to get it once. So like sometimes we fuck up.
Well, yeah, that's good. That's really good. Or it's scripted, but there's audience participation.
Absolutely.
The chat has to determine something. Well, this is so fun.
Fantastic. Y'all are a dream team. This is absolutely amazing.
This is great.
Mm.
Love it.
Anyways, we got to get back to building towers. Great job. Our people, talk to your people, actually get us more people, and we'll go from there. Thank you.
Yeah,
This
if
is
you
what
want,
hell
we
is
can
like.
go out to dinner real quick and finalize some of these contracts. I'm sure we can get a bureaumancer in
Yeah, I'll
here
do
if that'll
that.
make you feel more comfortable.
Can I call Rita?
Cash is a bureaumancer.
They're down.
He's right
Yeah,
there.
but Cash doesn't like me as much as I suggest.
Cash hasn't said yes to one thing yet, and we threw out all these bangers.
Right? Plus, they always say no to anything I'm trying to say.
The clam shucker. You got
The
like
clam
a
shucker
couple
has to happen.
commercials. The dancing clam on the bottom third, kind of like,
Send me
oh,
the
stay tuned for the
contract,
next
maybe
thing.
I'll
Plus,
sign
there's
it.
that one where Cash plays every part of the whole show.
Yes. That's gonna be real good.
I
It's
want
really
somebody to
good.
use the card and literally just that.
fortune, the
The
fans.
one clam show.
Do it for
If
the
someone
fans.
if someone does this to this poor cat man, I swear to God.
It'll be October all year long.
Yeah, it's been October so far. I will agree. I think somebody accidentally left this man in hell and hasn't come and got him yet.
It's October 42, and I'm still in a good.
Oh no.
Yeah, all right, Patagon. Give me the name of our union representative from Holt. We'll make him. We'll make him.
Okay.
Him
That is
or her.
Engine. He definitely doesn't work for me, but you should use him.
No. No.
Let's see. So come up with a good name. Does. That's a good question.
Like a union.
Wait, did you
boss?
say Sebastian Krieg?
I didn't directly say that because I didn't want to influence him, but you know. I was
That
hinting
dude's
at
a
it, yes.
crook.
All about cash.
A
That's
Allegedly.
Also, yes,
Proxy
allegedly.
is a crook.
What Forger just said in chat, all about cash, done in a
Pussy
50s sitcom style, is a go.
I think you should call it cash and checks. And
See,
then
Cash and
I
checks.
love
Oh,
it.
Cash and checks is
absolutely.
pretty good.
Cash and checks.
Oh wait,
The problem with trying to get him to sign any of these things is he's gonna have such shitty demands.
Hell
Cash
yeah,
and
you're a
checks.
star,
is-
baby.
Cash
Yeah,
and checks
dude.
is the medical show.
Tango and
Oh
Cash
my
is
god, we're
the
gonna film
sitcom
Tango
medical
and Cash.
show.
Fuck.
Tango and
That
Cash is a dance
dancing-
show.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, always
There-
have an M&M clause in your contracts, everybody.
The
Mhm.
only dancing that was in the movie Tango and Cash was in the strip club.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
No.
what I was going for.
Tango
What about-
with Sylvester
Rob,
Stallone.
please.
Okay, well,
Cash with Kurt Russell.
we're not
What
trying
about
to make
Magic
that
Forge?
magic. What?
Magic Forge instead of Magic Mike.
Hmm.
Get the himbo to do it for us.
Oh no.
Okay, but the hammers alone.
Magic Gemini is pretty alright though.
Ooh. That'll be the sequel.
Ooh.
Don't worry.
Hammers.
Oh, no.
Ceylon. You're speaking the language.
Both of us like wink, 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 wink. Texting Reedy like wink, 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 wink.
Hot tub stream, go. Good
We
God.
need an American Idol show where Sion can be a judge.
Of course. She's
my-
a Paula.
Call it Liminal Judge. Liminal Idol. We're not there anymore.
Ethan and Ceylon are just
It's still a
penciling
good
down
name.
more
Still a
ideas
good
the
name.
entire
Nobody
time.
gets it. It's like what?
Liminal Idol. Yeah. No, I love it.
Great. Children's content like Saturday morning
Oh, no.
cartoons. We haven't had anything for like the youngins.
Hey, you got that Forge Magic Mike show.
That's
That's pretty
everything.
good. Because we're supporting the trades. Like we need more. Skilled workers.
Okay,
That's
okay,
true.
you've got
Okay.
the robots. You've got the fish taker
Oh,
kids
yeah.
of robots.
Oh, yeah,
Cartoon robots.
Yes.
Pata,
I mean-
Pata.
Them in toys line, yeah. I mean, you could do a lot with that.
We need some
Fuck,
kind
you
of
got the
blue
touch?
character. Because
You got the
kids
power?
always love blue characters.
That's true.
Great idea. So great mega bots that
Cash,
I don't
can I
know,
paint
maybe
you
transform.
blue?
No.
Yeah, we gotta do Max like Transformer cartoons.
gotta do Max with your rock
Do you
music
think
as
Carcass
like
would
the
let us
vocal. Yes.
borrow his body if you want, so we can use it for a mech show?
Tarkus is already blue.
Mhm.
No. This is for the mech show, not for the blue show.
Okay. So like I think
Different shows are different colors. This is
the whole like you guys like what did you like don't worry about telling me because it'll take forever for us to actually get to it, but you guys have ordered in and there's like piles of like Kriegs at Market Square like all around the place. Everybody's got
That
like
better
the
been free.
Chinese containers, but like it's all full of like falafel and whatever the hell else we serve. All I know Krieg serves is falafel. That's
we have
it.
to pay still.
This is a
'cause
working
Krieg-
dinner.
you're
I'm not paying. No,
everyone
this is a
too.
working dinner.
Krieg
is
gave you a
comp.
5% discount. How dare you?
How dare you?
Is
Cash,
Holt?
Cash
Are
is
we
in the
still?
corner, smoking angrily while glaring at the wall.
Peanut's gonna be furious that you smoked in the auditorium.
Peanut can be mad, but he can sympathize.
Power
Krieg
forklift.
said it was a
You know
5%
he's done it.
discount, but it was only 3%.
Peanut and I
When you
are
actually
both
work the
like a
math
Pearl
out.
very
Rangers
much in
version,
pain.
but have Seth be the bad guy.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. All of that happens. Like the whole thing, this whole conversation happens. And yeah, I think we've got a pretty good basis for like what's about to fucking happen. Like TV is about to explode on this world.
Are we still silver screening? Like
Yes.
it's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fish Force 5.
Nice.
Yes.
We can make Tomb Squad a Justice League cartoon.
Yes.
Tomb Friends.
No, I love it.
Damn it.
Tomb friends showing the wonders of getting high with a monster.
Just a
That's
bunch
how you
of
make
kids
friends.
ordering their
That's how you
own
make friends.
tombs.
We just add rainbow instead of weed. It'll be perfectly fine.
All right. This scene went way longer than I expected to.
Gotta go.
All right.
I'm late for a meeting.
Buffalo fucking wild. Let's go.
Whopper, Junior, Whopper.
Yeah. To answer
Well,
your
that's Hal's
earlier,
gun show. Don't worry.
Alan, Lord
Oh,
has
go
a
ahead.
good name, Marble, for
Marble?
for our
Okay, just so you know, anybody that is from Holt has a name like Potion or Ether or Tincture or Salve. A Marble can be not from Holt if we don't want it to be an otter.
can't. So let's see. So for potion based, so
I should
Crystal?
have said. What's that?
crystal work then?
Crystal.
Could it just
Like
be like
crystal ball?
marbled?
It could be Bunsen for Bunsen burner.
Like crystal works because like a crystal decanter or a filter.
Nice.
Filter. That's neat.
Mm.
A union
Yeah,
boss.
we don't have to go complete. I just giving you because you want.
Yeah. We'll workshop this one.
Their fur can be very marbled in terms
That
of
is
like,
fair.
Yeah. Oh, we got you. That's great.
All right,
Nice.
guys. I need to get to my next scene. Go ahead. If
Real
you guys
quick,
have any finishing things,
get-
let's hear them.
A librarian show with Stefan in there.
God.
Oh, like reading
Isaac.
Rainbow.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's like
And Isaac.
reading the oil stains in the water puddles. That is what his is.
Anyways,
That's
please
great.
continue.
Y'all have been great. Just job well done. We have a crack job team. Emphasis on the crack. Great stuff.
This is what hell looks like. I haven't left.
It's a month-long trauma. Welcome to round 2.
Uh,
Everybody else having a great time. Cash is just smoking.
I think we got some good progress, everyone. So
We've got some good progress. I have no character in this scene.
All built on the back of like your success and like what you've been building Patagon. Just job well done. Like so much of what we do in like our career is based on like you and your will. Just like handshake with a pat on the back. Very professional, very professional. But then also uncork. Like continue.
I
drinking,
asked
have a
this
good day.
politely. Can I go home yet?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Further well.
Creed,
Stumble
I'll take
out.
up on talking about those contracts.
Sure.
Oh, that's fine, because Krieg and Akana are in that game later this month.
Good times.
When three vampires and the goth go on tour.
Ooh.
Alright. Goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna call in my next play. You guys did fucking amazing. Just amazing. Hilarious. You guys can't be this funny during speakeasies because, like, I need fucking... to be able to, like, kick you guys out of the call. Stop being hilarious. Because he did the, he hosted.
Look, to be fair, I was originally asked to be here for like one thing, and then you had me here. For
Yeah,
three.
that was accidental on my part. I didn't realize we were just keeping Laura here the whole fucking time.
Well, I mean, be fair, Speakeasy is a good place to have lots of lore.
Ba-dum-dum.
True. It's true.
And can I get Carta back in here as well? Hello, Matt.
Heyo. What's up?
We're gonna do a short scene of you guys walking through the tower you guys got last time, and then we can talk about how we're gonna like what you guys' plans with this tower is. Like Isaac has a little tower that looks very similar all to himself, that is his, but like we have a giant city block district like that just goes vertical, sitting next to the Fish Tinger Industries as you guys are walking through it. And Peanut is currently showing Carta. This is Carta here. Carta comes from the culture of people that this thing belongs to, or like not from their. But so you guys are like Laura, Nickel, and Isaac. You guys have been in here working on it, trying to get like it doesn't fly right now. It is like beyond like not beyond repair, but you guys are definitely still repairing it. Like the rooms, like it's got a bunch of shops all over the place and like old, like stuff that has been under the ocean for like 100. Sorry, I got a bunch of police. Like it's been under the ocean for like 100 years, so like it is difficult to tell everything that was down here. But what are you guys doing? Like, what is when Peanut and Carta come into here? Because Peanut's going to be showing her around. What are you guys doing? Like, are you repairing stuff? Are you trying to like document stuff? Are you gathering some of the stuff? Because it's not full of water right now. You have drained it of water.
I think we're documenting stuff right now so we can plan out like our next steps.
Yeah, I'm kind of checking around to see if there's anything salvageable that I may be able to use or be able to resell. Outside of that, yeah, kind of checking the old ship out, seeing what's around. Is there anything worthwhile around the ship?
There's a ton of things that are very just like very expensive looking. It definitely appears that this culture valued just put more gems on it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. like so you definitely find just some things that maybe people around the Silver Thimble wouldn't find very exciting, because like what's a shiny thing to people who can throw fireballs? But like you start to find like old like you find a jewelry store just straight up. You just walk into like a jewelry store, and for the most part they can spend forever underwater, and all you do is like lose the parts that can rust.
Mm-hmm.
So like as you're looking at it, Peanut, the cat guy, walks up behind you, and he's just with Carta, what, as he's looking at ancient jewelry, but what stands out about this jewelry? Like, what makes it so ostentatious?
The jewelry itself, or
yeah, the jewelry itself, or the entire store. Like, when you walk into this place, like, how does it feel? Like, this is basically the ruins of the city above, because they haven't changed that much, even in 100 years. Like, it's still the same technology-ish. And, like, sure, the fashions change, but not that much. You know what I mean?
I suppose that would be kind of the thing that would be striking, is that a lot of these core pieces, I'm like, no, I could see some of these, you know, some of the nobility still wearing this stuff today, and then it's also just like the amount of it, like the sheer selection.
Oh yeah, so Bamman, you see in front of you just this huge variety of like gems and necklaces. Do you see anything that like draws your attention? If you want to describe a piece, I will like definitely like give that to you and maybe even make it magical. Is there anything?
I mean, a piece that there's this clock that it looks like a pocket watch, but it looks I've never seen anything quite like this pocket watch, which obviously Bamman is. I'm excited. I don't know what it looks unusual.
Yeah, absolutely. So like you grab this pocket watch out of this tower, and like it was held in like a glass case, like that was perfectly like sealed. Whatever this watch was super important to. It might have been like the display item, like they had this in the store. and you can't get to it right away. Like, you don't see... Does Bamman pick locks? Or does Bamman just break the glass?
Bamman's been known to pick a lock. He can break locks. Chooses to pick locks due to stimulates the old brain, you know? Versus just breaking locks.
Yeah, right. Are you in the Roll20? If not,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll me a 20-sider. Let's see how this one goes.
Starting off good.
Oh, okay. It was a 5, everyone. The alarm starts going off. Isaac, Nickel, and Lore, wherever you are in whatever you're doing, like, you just start to hear just this, like, and it sounds super waterlogged at first. It's just like, and then, like, the alarm just, like, starts, like, blaring over and over again.
Yeah, I was probably double checking the engines to make sure that they don't suddenly fire while it's on the ground when the alarm is going off.
Laura, what were you up to?
Laura was like making notes of all the damage for like next step and repairs, so she's probably not too far away. So she just comes running towards where the alarm is coming from. She's like, "What just happened?"
Just comes running around the corner. Isaac, how about you? Where were you? What were you studying?
Probably just more cataloging the different rooms that have been unlocked and what they might have been used for, and how we could possibly repurpose them.
All right. So, if all three of you are in the Roll20, can you each give me a 20-sider roll, but take the next step down? Okay, so just tough choices all around. Those were good rolls. So, which one of you... No, because Esme already said that they were going to run over. You know, I'm going to give you 2 successes. Nickel, you do, like, you see the fact that something is powering up with the alarms near the engine. It's starting to power like a subroutine situation.
Hey, everyone, something's brewing. Heads up.
And Isaac, as you're like cataloging the rooms, you start to see that like that wants to drop like those, you know, like mall shutters outside of stores.
Yep.
It's starting to it wants to drop those at all of the stores, but this, like, they're really rusted, but it just keeps on trying. Like the mall,
like the motor's going, but all you're hearing is just the grinding of metal as it's
Right.
trying to force it.
And it's trying that with every single store in this place. But like, you have enough time to give people heads up as to what is happening as his Bamman is trying to pick this lock. But Esme, like, as you just see that, you come and you see Peanut's here now. You didn't know Peanut was in here, and there's somebody else standing in here that you have not met. And Bamman is currently trying to like pick a lock to get a pocket watch. As you hear like the screeching of rusty metal as these gates are trying to lower.
Yeah, I Scour had all my good lock picks. I don't know what's going on. I'm looking around for him. Don't see him. But I'm
Peanut's
still
just like,
here.
"Oh, Scour's at the academy. We're getting him trained."
Okay.
We needed to get him like a demolitions license.
He needed a license. I got it.
Carter,
He hasn't never been good in school.
he'll make it's just like, oh, have you met the crew? As all of this like sirens and screeching metal are going on. Carter, do you know how to turn this alarm off?
I-
Or yeah, go ahead.
I feel like I could give it a try. Can I spot like a panel that it's coming from, or
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
like I have no idea. Like I'm playing an NPC with like no stats, but I feel like I just want to give it a shot.
Yeah, you can tell me if you think she's gonna be good enough. Like, yeah, you see the panel on the wall.
I feel like she's like plucky. She figures stuff out.
Absolutely, and like the panel on the wall, like even the fucking like the switches are like encrusted with not encrusted with gems, but like what are they? Like they have tiny little levers instead of like little like switches, and each lever is like gold, and at the end of it there's a little like gemstone.
You're talking about toggle switches?
Toggle switches, thank you.
Yeah, no, I could give it a shot. I can just be like, I've seen some of this like before, and they haven't changed the design much on Alto.
Yeah. I can't see anybody in the roll 20 for the record. It just says my name. So if you're in here, can you roll a 20-sider for me?
All right, yeah, it's actually same thing for me. I can only see my name.
I only see myself and 3 others.
That's sick. That was a 1,
I see myself
everybody.
in Karav.
It's a big old 1. Guess what Carter's not good at?
Oh no.
You know, stuff happens.
So what do we think happens?
Can I make a suggestion?
Absolutely.
Like she's like, oh no, I've seen some of this stuff before in Alto. Like it's no big deal, and I start flipping stuff. Like I think I know what I'm doing, but like as it becomes obvious that it's not cooperating, and the alarm is like still blaring in my ear, she just gets angry and starts like smashing shit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I like that. You just start smashing shit. Nickel, the engine, like, starts turning on another subroutine, and you guys all feel the entire tower start to shift to the side. Like, stuff goes sliding. Isaac, like, you have to grab something or else you're gonna, like, fall. As basically the wall is becoming the floor. Like, it is tipping over right now.
Okay, as soon as it starts tipping, I'm going to try to make a couple of ice walls there to soon become ice floors, so there isn't a long fall with a hard stop. Maybe just a short fall with a hard stop.
So, enough ice to like to keep the tower up, or for just yourself?
No, just to keep the people inside. Nickel's not going to try to keep the whole tower up. That seems absurdly dangerous and probably won't work.
Yeah, absolutely. Laura and Isaac, what are you two doing as like the wall is becoming the floor and the floor is becoming the wall? Like this whole thing is tipping over. We're gonna hit the ground and like make a big old impact.
Lore is grabbing Peanut and getting ready to brace. Because Peanut is very small and Lore does not want Peanut getting hurt.
Peanut's just a little guy.
Peanut's just a little guy. We don't want Peanut hurt.
Protect Peanut at all costs.
Protect the Peanut.
What's Isaac doing?
If we're saying that we're all basically in the same area, Isaac's going to go towards Bamin and I forgot her name.
Carter.
Yeah. And if I can find the goddamn card, use a force field to like surround them.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna let the force field, basically the force field and the ice, protect you all from it. Yeah, it's a speakeasy. We don't do damage in speakeasies, but you guys feel this tower crash down, like on the ground, and you hear, like, Nickel, you hear the crunch of just like some very, and Lord as well, like you two both, and yeah, anybody who's worked on ships, so Bamman too, you guys all like hear like the crunch of this, like, oh, that was something important. Something important just broke.
Well,
But
there
Bamman-
goes that ever moving again.
Man,
Hey,
you got that pocket
don't-
watch.
Don't look at me. I just, it's. I thought I had it. It just wasn't cooperating.
You tried. It's okay. We appreciate it.
Just looking at this
By the
pocket
way,
watch.
who are you and what are you doing here?
Have you guys seen this watch? You guys seen this? I just kind of want to show it to everybody.
It's so gaudy. Like, it's one of those pocket watches that, like, the front of it has like a carved in scene of a sun that even when closed you can see what time it is based on where the sun is in that sky, but then you hit the button and it opens up, and it's got a cloudy background as like, and it's just two airships moving around, and that's how you tell what time it is. At like two airships and a little bird, I think. Like, those are the hands to tell you what time it is, and it looks so just absolutely gaudy, but like, really good craftsmanship. Have you guys ever seen like the antique gun that, like, it looks like a gun, but when you pull the trigger a little bird comes out?
Yep.
It's that thing.
It's incredible. I understand that a lot just happened around me, but Bamman's a little taken by the watch. And it shakes off. Appreciates the force field. Thanks, Isaac. But really into this watch. So kind of thinking like how much it might be worth, or I don't know. This is pretty nice. Maybe hold on to it as a gift, or keep it for myself. Or maybe take it to see if it has any other magical properties, or maybe I'll take it to get checked out. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It definitely has like it feels like for anyone magically inclined, Isaac and like actually all three of these are magically inclined. You can all tell that it is a significant magical item. You're not sure what it does, but like it feels like there's something to it.
And it's just gaudy as hell.
It's so gaudy. But like not in a terrible way, you know what I mean? Like sometimes things are gaudy but still like look cool.
Yeah. Does anyone in the group have any like can anyone in the group look at it a little and see if there is anything else to it now, or do I have to take this back into town with me?
I'm a little scared. Last time I tried to do something, it was
I mean, you can all take a look at it. Even if you roll a 1, all you're doing is looking at it, and I don't think you're gonna break it. Unless 2 or more of you roll a 1. So you guys can all roll me a 20 sider and see if you can figure anything out about this.
To answer Nichols' question, I'm Carta. I came here with Peanut. I don't know why I'm here. I'm just getting shown around.
Also, Laura will now gently set Peanut down on the ground.
Peanut, who is now everybody is standing on the wall, by the way. Hold on, I can do this.
Yes, on the wall that is now the ground.
Production value.
There we go. Good enough.
Great production value.
Oh shit! Yeah, now I feel like. When did the room change?
Right? Just straight up vertigo.
Bamman just not realizing that everything's on the side.
Peanut's just like, I brought Our new friend Carter here. Me and Leo were showing her. She has discussions with the rest of the crew coming up. I thought maybe this was part of her civilization, and I do believe that it is still, but we might need to like have a conversation about this building lore. Are those cannons still active? I thought this building was safe.
Looks like typical bougie bullshit to me.
Oh, wait, you mentioned Leo was here? Hold on a sec. Grab communicator. Hey, Leo, how bad is it outside?
Yeah, Leo, how bad is it outside? Like, is it fucking just... What's it look like? Because this tower is... I don't even know if I have it anymore. I had a token for it.
Well, Peanut, we thought we had everything disabled while we were going through and cataloging everything for repairs so we could empty this out, fix it up, and use it for auxiliary housing. But as you can see, clearly we missed something.
It's just like, you guys walk outside and see it laying on the ground. Like, it's like, that's gonna be an interesting housing situation. He looks at Isaac. You've been mapping the rooms. Can we still use it as housing on its side?
Potentially, but I now think we should go through and see what rooms have changed with whatever just happened. It's gonna be a long week.
I mean, if it helps, I've lived in worse places. It doesn't help, does it?
I mean...
we were already gonna have to do a lot of repairs to this thing anyway. It's been underwater for, what, at least 100 years? So...
Wait, do we live here now?
They
we
want
were
to
planning on building it out.
Yeah, they want to build this out. You guys live in apartments, and you live in a houseboat.
Oh, right, yeah. I didn't know if we now lived here.
No. This is just like a new building, like that. Since we bought it here, we might as well. I guess you guys, if you wanted to live here, you could have.
Yeah.
At this point, a little too fancy, and well, the sideways isn't a problem, but too fancy for my liking.
I finally figured out what I named all the maps for this place. It was just underwater, and then over and over and over again, it just says underwater.
That tracks.
One day I'll get better at this, guys.
I mean, at least they're not all copy of.
They kind of are, though. So yeah, I think based on that, what we've learned about this building is, and Nickel, you're probably the one that figured this out, and you guys can tell me what the importance of it is. Everything else was off. There was no lights. There were no lights going on in here except for emergency floodlights when you fucking drained the whole thing. But the security system for stealing items was still working after 100 years. That was priority number one, was to protect items from theft.
I mean, given how much they have in terms of status and wanting stuff, that makes sense. Losing your things would probably be a fate worse than death. You can kill me, but you can never take my grand necklace, sort of thing.
Peanut looks over at Carter. It's just does this still seem accurate for the modern day?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. They wouldn't give up their wealth unless you pried it from their cold dead fingers, and not even then.
I don't know if we're gonna go that far yet, but
It's easy. It's just an expression.
Based on what I've seen here and what you've told me and some of my own reports, I think we're gonna need to make our way to Alto at some point soon. And then he looks over at Lore. Lore, I have just a question for you. Do you stay in contact with Becky?
We exchange letters now and again.
I'm gonna need to talk to her. I feel like she has some connection to this, based on my spy networks.
I can arrange a meeting.
Excellent. Yeah, it's just like, we should probably get away from this building until we know that it's safe, though. Bam is just walking around with a stolen pocket watch, though.
I mean,
I'm mad.
To be fair, what part of this building isn't stolen for us?
That the entire building is stolen. That is fair. The building, when you stole it, didn't have alarms going off. The pocket watch
because we
did.
took the building as a whole.
And point of order, it was in the ocean, abandoned. That's not theft. That is salvage. There's an important difference.
Listen,
Legally
y'all,
distinct.
I got this dope ass watch. Bam is doing all right.
He was over in the corner just looking at the watch while this entire conversation is going on.
Man, I tell you what.
It tells impeccable time.
You don't know, do you?
What's that?
It's the watch. I hate to tell you you'd have to get it looked at, but the Alto nobility, they got so, how do I put this? They certainly have a ton of wealth. They have a ton of jewels, a ton of gemstones, a ton of very opulent pieces of jewelry and other trinkets, but to supplement the obvious limitations of how many gems and precious metals you can get your hands on, a lot of them are just made with paste, foil backed. So I don't know, I'd get it checked out. I mean, even with an Alto, you'd be very stylish with that. Even the top nobles have paste jewelry, but it may not be worth anything outside.
Let me tell you, I know the perfect pawn dealer to have a look at that watch. His name's Tisk. He's a wonderful guy.
Sounds good.
All right. So we collapsed this tower. I still think we could get it up and going if we wanted. If you guys want to focus on that, like if that is the direction we want to go. I wouldn't make guys talk to themselves for that. We're not going to do that scene right now.
God, please no.
No, not at all. Like I see Bamman again later this month. We can take it there.
We need a scene with Carta and Tisk and Joaquin's there for some reason.
Yeah, Carta, Tisk, Joaquin. Gotta have Royce, Billiam, Echo.
And then just 7 versions of Cash.
Yeah, Cash everywhere. All just playing their own family. But yeah, I think we see the dust clearing as Leo and Nickel are standing outside the building, looking at it. Isaac, fuck. They never get the right moment to do this. Isaac, I think that we're gonna start giving you a new ability that has you combining spells and firing them out of your gun. I haven't figured out the scene for it yet, but me and you need to talk. So keep your DMs keep an eye on your DMs because I'm gonna be sending you a message here in a little while. Maybe not tonight, but soon.
Hey, listen. I'm glad we both had the same fucking idea.
It's we want to do stuff with that. But yeah, I know it's just a short scene, but we ate up a lot of the time with the other scenes, and everything is great. This is just to set the stage for the coming month. Like, this is like, so it does seem like we're doing the Carter scene thing. We're gonna investigate. Like, we're not going full cocked. Leo promised they would see what they can do, and Carter is talking with the crew. So, like, throughout this month, we're gonna see more of Carter. If Ez can't make it to the game, which is, Ez is busy, then I will be checking in with Ez, and I will play Carter for those scenes. But yeah, so recap for the thing today. Krieg and Bobbert are the worst. Absolute nightmares. Oh yeah, sorry, hold on. Let me let the scene switch. Krieg and Bobbert are the absolute worst. Ether loves the Silver Thimble, and again, apparently we're going to make a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows, so that's going to be weird. Terp is a little turnip ambassador from the farm. He got swindled by Bobbert and Krieg, like, hands down, swindled. Like, they tricked him into signing a very predatory contract, and they're gonna take his farm, which is fuck. And then we had a very long session about what TV shows we were gonna do, and then you guys collapsed the tower and realized that the security system still works. Honestly, that was most of the stuff that happened today. It was really just a lot of you guys talking to each other, and that was cool to me. Terp is with a U. But yeah, sorry we didn't get to more scenes. Those scenes went real long. I gotta get better at the speakeasy ones. But you guys all did amazing. We got another game tomorrow, and then we do the sequel to Heart on Sunday. So I'm really looking forward to those games. I have to go to the bathroom so bad I think I might die.
Well, this seems like a great time to wrap up, so we're gonna do that. So Alan doesn't die before the next game. So we're gonna heck off, and we will see y'all tomorrow for whatever the fuck that game is. I have it, but have I, like, written anything down? Midnight of Syria Tarkus Kes. Okay, that's what we're doing tomorrow. Awesome. 10 out of 10. You guys were amazing. Some, like, the hardest I've laughed in a really long time from you all. So, thank you. Bye forever.
Goodbye, everybody. See you tomorrow. Unless not.